WRYLIE update, and then I want to answer this question because it was a little unclear, I know. She is doing absolutely fantastic. You can see her eye more clearly here in this photo. You can see the little pink center of it, which is the granulation tissue, and that's normal at this point, but that shows that it's healing. But you can see most of the edema has gone away. That was the cloudiness to her cornea that you saw before. Even the vessels that were growing in have gone away, so it is nearly completely healed. The lavage system that we're using is still intact, thank goodness. Just to give you a little more information about this, this is where we put the medication in. We do 0.1 of each one, and then we wait 5 minutes in between. You're a sweet girl. Oh, I love my baby, yes. And then the line goes up here, and then it just kind of like twists around here, and then it goes all the way up here. It's just continuous, and then all the way up here, and then this is still the same line, and then it's going here, and then it goes directly in underneath her eyelid. Underneath her eyelid is a little disc, and that's what's holding it in so that it doesn't just pull right out. And so the medication goes in the port, and it just goes all the way up and then into the eye. What we do is we load the line when we're first doing this, and so all that means is that we're putting in the medications that she needs in a specific order, and we do the same order every single time. And so what we do is we put 0.1 of the medication in each time. So what that does is when we're putting in the new dose here, that pushes in whatever is up here near the eye. And so if you think of it just kind of like a domino effect, and then we put the new medication in, and then it pushes in what is up near the eye. And as long as you're doing them in the same order every single time, then you can be sure that they're getting all of the medications that they need. So for example, she's now on 3 medications, and so we have 1, 2, 3. Don't know exactly what's going in at the time, but it might be 3, 1, 2, it might be 2, 3, 1, it might be 1, 2, 3. But as long as you do the same exact order every time, then you can be sure that they're getting all 3 medications each time. When it goes in the line and it comes out in the disc, and so it's just going into the eye. So it's not going sub-Q, it's not going in the muscle or anything like that. It's just going underneath the eyelid, and so it's going into the eye. So it'd be the same exact thing as if you were to just apply eye drops into your eye. Now, as far as her diarrhea, that has thankfully gotten better finally. It was pretty bad. It was just relentless, and I just could not get it to stop. I think I found out why. It was because of the one medication that I was using, which would make sense as to why it would cause that. And so I stopped that. It just took time for the diarrhea to clear up because probably it had already incited a lot of inflammation in the colon, and so that's why we were still having issues. After that, then she started acting really, really punky and just lethargic and just not good. That was due to the medication I was giving her for the diarrhea, which is called metronidazole. And this brings up a really good point that I would like to reiterate to everybody here, is that medications have side effects. Now, I know that is like, duh, everybody knows that, right? But you know, as a veterinarian for 18 years, it seems like people seem to forget that. And, you know, when we're treating one thing, the medications that we use to treat that very well could cause other problems. People seem to forget that because they seem to always blame the vet, that the medication was wrong or whatever reason, they just blame the vet. Because now, you know, my horse with an eye problem, for example, now has diarrhea because of the medications. And then my horse with diarrhea then stopped eating, or she didn't stop eating completely, but she was lethargic and acting sick, and it was because of the medications. And it's like people just love to have somebody to blame, and unfortunately in veterinary medicine it seems to always be the vet that gets blamed. So yeah, it's a very, very frustrating thing. I'm sure you guys have probably seen times where this happens, and you've had friends or you've seen on Facebook people blaming the vet. Just don't be that person. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, back to WRYLIE. So everything is going fantastic now, and she is doing so great. She is such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh, this horse, I mean, she is literally like the sweetest little baby you will ever see. And she's gotten even sweeter now with having to see her all the time. So we're going to leave the lavage in for a little bit longer, probably another 5 to 7 days. And then we're going to stain it, and then we're hopefully going to have no stain uptake, and then we can actually take it out, which once it's out, that means that you can go outside. She has gone out to eat grass, but only like in a very controlled way. She can't go like in the field because she could very well just try to rub this out, obviously, and she can't go with other horses because they would just chew the heck out of this, and that would just, yeah, not be good. So that's the update on our little Riley girl. A very, very good update, but let me know if you have any questions.